first down. Stafford here. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Hockenson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. The whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we look looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Foles. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
His kick is
so not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams Doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Stafford will find Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to deep.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. Touchdown, Detroit! Three first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford, and the Lions add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves
today from Ford Field in Detroit. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his foot. Got in the way, led to some inconsistency, but I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Now the first Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, and he finds Danny Amendola. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Stafford. His throw here is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Stafford. Catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
45-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That's another.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 at over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. from the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, here comes the Bears offense led out by their new man in charge here in 2020. Of course, a former Super Bowl MVP in Nick Foles.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl and started in Philadelphia. They know what he's capable of. This competition is going to be fun.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never locked. In on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, it's Patterson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Foles. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. pushing it in from a yard away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a little more game.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now it's Patterson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The Bears first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A gain of 11.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Foles pass. Complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And some room to work. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find... Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller. Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates. And a touchdown for Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
In on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run... For no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Peterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Ford. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The carry.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down, Peterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of... Frustration there, back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Going out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Patterson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get... it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Foles on target there to Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Patterson on the carry. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
The 35-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Foles. The catch made by Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Montgomery back to the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to Jimmy.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That's not good enough, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up.